हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज बोर्डे प्लॉट से एक क्वेश्चन देखने वाले हैं। क्वेश्चन तो काफी आसान है, पर अक्सर मैंने देखा कि कई स्टूडेंट्स इसमें कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं के वैल्यू निकालने में। सो लेट अस ट्राई टू रिजॉल्व दैट कंफ्यूजन। सो द क्वेश्चन इज लाइक दिस: द बोर्ड मैग्नीट्यूड प्लॉट ऑफ द ट्रांसफर फंक्शन g of s is equal to k into 1 plus 0.5s into 1 plus as upon s into 1 plus s by 8 multiplied by 1 plus bs multiplied by 1 plus s by 36 is shown below. Note that minus 6 dB per octave is equal to minus 20 dB per decade. इन्होंने दे दिया, पर देने की जरूरत नहीं है. We already know that the value of a by bk is. So you need to find out the value of a upon bk. So let's look into the solution. So this is the graph given in the question. So from the graph, the transfer function of the graph is also given, and you have to find out the values of a, b and k, so that you have to substitute this in a upon bk and you have to evaluate the value a upon bk. So from the graph you can directly obtain the transfer function, right? So the transfer function is already given in time constant form, so directly obtain the transfer function in time constant form itself. So g of s can be obtained from the graph like this. The initial slope of the graph is given to be some minus 6 dB per decade, which means minus 6 dB per decade is equal to 20 dB per minus 20 dB per decade, which means there is a pole at origin. Therefore, there is a pole at origin. And after that, at 2, you can observe that negative slope has been changed to 0. Slope has increased at this particular critical frequency, at this corner frequency, the slope has increased. Slope increased means it is a 0. Therefore, there is a 0 at 2. Therefore, it is 1 plus s by 2. And at 4 also, the slope has increased, which means there is a 0 at 4. Therefore, 1 plus s by 4. And at 8, you can see the slope has decreased. The positive slope had become 0, which means the slope has decreased. Therefore, there is a pole at 8. Therefore, 1 plus s by 8 multiplied by, at 24 also the slope decreased, which means there is a pole 1 plus s by 24. And even at 36 you can see the slope. I'm not giving the slope details here. Slope details were detailedly given in the question. So I'm just it becomes clumsy. That is the reason why I'm not giving the slope details here. The slope has again decreased. Therefore, 1 plus s by 36. There is a pole at 36. Right, and some constant term k. This is the actual transfer function. So just compare, we'll get the values of a and b. See here 1 by 2, which means 0.5, that is already given. Therefore, this have to be 1 by 4. Just from comparison, we get a is equal to 1 by 4. What about b? 1 by 8, that is there. And 1 by 36, that is also there. 1 by 24 is the place of b. Therefore, b is equal to 1 by 24. Now, we need to find out the value of k. See here, k can be found out from many of the data points that are available in the graph. See here. See, there is an intention of giving this line like this. From 8 to 4, it is 1 decade. So, if we go from left to right, the slope of this particular line is already given to be minus 6 dB per decade. It is minus 6 dB every decade. Therefore, minus 6 dB every octave, which means it is equal to 20 dB per decade. From 8 to 4, it is 1 octave. Therefore, within 1 octave, it will increase by 6 decibels. Therefore, the value corresponding to this is 6 decibels If you want to go more specific, it is 6.02 decibels. And from 2 to 4, it is 1 octave. Again, at 2, the value is going to be 6.02 plus 6.02, 12.04. Right? From 2 to 1, it is again 1 octave. Therefore, at 1 radian per second, the plot is going to have a gain of 18.06. 12.04 plus 6.02, 18.06. From 1 to 0.01, it is 2 decades. Right? The slope is 20 dB per every decade, which means within 2 decades, it will increase by 40 dB. Therefore, 18.06 decibels plus 40 decibels. It is 58.06 decibels. From any of these data points, you can get the value of K. See here, you can equate 20 log modulus of K upon S at omega is equal to 2. That is equal to how much? 12.04. By simplifying this, you can get the value of K. 20 log modulus of K by S at omega is equal to 18.06. Sorry, omega is equal to 1. Equating this to 18.06, you can get the value of K. 20 log modulus of K by S at omega is equal to 0.01. By equating it with 58.06, you can calculate the value of K. Or else, if you just know this particular point, see, this kind of straight lines are because of the factors K by S only, right? So if you can see this particular straight line, this is the straight line. So in the log magnitude curve, the equation for this straight line is nothing but 20 log modulus of K by S, right? Therefore, 20 log modulus of K by S at omega is equal to 8 is equal to 0 decibels. It is intersecting the 0 decibel line at, it is intersecting the 0 dB line at omega is equal to 8. Therefore, 20 log modulus of K by S at omega is equal to 8 is going to be equal to 0 dB. That implies K by 8 is equal to 10 power 0. That implies K is equal to 8. Right? Even from these data points, you will be getting K is equal to 8. So you can use any of these data points, but the smartest approach is using this data point, because you don't need a calculator to calculate this. If you use all these, you need a calculator, and there is a chance that you might commit a mistake while calculating in your gate calculator, right? Therefore, the smartest approach is to use this particular data point. Therefore, 20 log K by S at omega is equal to 8 will be is equal to how much? This will give you a K value of 8. Therefore, A upon BK we need to find out. A divided by BK is equal to 1 by 4 and divided by B, which means 24 in the numerator and 8 in the denominator. You will be getting 24 upon 32. This is simply 3 by 4. This is 3 by 4, that is equal to 0.75. Therefore, the final answer for the given question is 0.75. 0.7 is your final answer. Therefore, the smartest approach is to you must be knowing this point, that is, this kind of straight lines in log magnitude curve are caused because of factors K by S only. So you'll be equating 20 log k by s with 0 decibels when omega is equal to 8, so that you can calculate the value of k. Thank you.